So hi guys, today the topic is what is data science and analytics basically. What is the difference between data science? What is the difference between analytics? I think hope here most of the students they doesn't know basically what is data science, what is analytics. Basically what is the role of a data scientist? What is the role of data analytics? Are they same? How many roles are there in data science? Okay, so what is data science project management? Basically, how can suppose if you are from non-IT sector, what to choose, whether you want to choose a data science or you wanted to choose a data analytics. So you have a lot of questions in your mind. So all questions will be cleared for today. Okay. So I'll give some time in order to ask some questions from your side so that you can use the time. So let me finish this concept first. Okay. So so basically, first you should be able to understand, one thing here. Uh, so there is no any confusion between data science, data analytics, business analytics. Okay. So data analytics is a part of data science. Okay. See, data science is an ocean. Basically, I can say it's a common noun. Okay. So for example, you take a data science. Data science. Okay. So the term data science is not new in the industry. It is already 10 years back or 15 years back, even I can say 20 years back, the term data science was there. Okay, it is not new to the industry, but because of the increase in internet or increase in web applications, there is a lot of what you call data that is collected in the internet. Okay, so a lot of data has been generated in the day-to-day business of each and every organizations. Because of that, there is a lot of demand, has been creeped up in nowadays, for the data science. Okay, so basically you should be able to understand basically what is a data science and what departments does this data science has. Okay, see, as a data scientist, basically if you do after doing this program, you'll be called as a data scientist. Okay, data scientist. So data scientist can work as a data analyst. He can work as a data analyst. Okay, so he can work as a business analyst. Okay, so these are the different roles that will be chosen by the data scientist. Okay, so he can work as machine learning engineer. Basically we call this a ML engineer. Okay, so he can work as deep learning engineer. Okay, so he can work as NLP engineer. Okay, so he can work as, nowadays there is a lot of demand for generative AI developer. Okay, so he can also take leadership positions like or managerial positions like data science project manager. So where he will be handling n number of projects in the field of data science and analytics. Okay, so he can also work as you know uh, basically director of data science. So holding the top positions. Okay, so basically these many number of roles a data scientist can take. Now, how to choose the role? Basically, for example, if I'm from non-IT sector, okay, you will ask me a question: Can I become a machine learning engineer? Okay. For example, if you are from non-coding background, okay, you are not into coding, you don't want basically you don't have any exposure in the coding and all. Okay, so then you may ask me, can I become deep learning engineer? I can say no. See, first of all, you should be able to understand two things. In the field of data science, okay, you have two concepts. One is functional and another is technical. Okay, functional, we call it the functional, then technical. See, what is this functional? See, most of the non-IT, that the students or the employees who are working in non-IT sector, for example, any travel industry, or for example, what do you call healthcare industry or finance industry, who are from MBA background, BCom background, non-tech background, basically, these students will choose the functional, domain of the data science, because here there is no coding is required. Okay, there is no coding. Fine, you do not worry of the coding. You will use n number of tools in order to do some analytics. Okay, But here, technical, basically the students from BE BTech background, the students from what do you call programming background, software engineers who are very good in programming, they will become, basically they will use this, they will get into the technicality of the data science. For example, you see this both data and business analyst, it becomes functional, it belongs to functional domain of data science. This ML engineer, deep learning engineer, NLP, generative AI, it becomes too technical. Okay. So most of the students who are from BE BTech background and MCA background and IT background, okay, fine, they will do this, they are eligible for this, technical background, because here, in order to become a machine learning engineer, you should be able to develop machine learning algorithms in a Python coding language, okay. So unless already you're expert in Python, you can't handle this deep learning, machine learning, NLP and all. So that is the reason why the students who are very good in coding, they'll choose this path, a technical part. Suppose if you are from non-IT background, the best career is, functional part, where you can become a data analyst or the business analyst. Okay. So mostly if you are from basically MBA background, okay, there is a habit of choosing for most of the MBA people as a business analyst. I will tell you what is the difference between data analyst and business analyst, and each and every, we'll discuss about each and every role here in this class. Okay. So this is a brief discussion about how the data scientist can take different roles in the society. Okay. And each and every role is having its own importance. Each and every role is having its own career path and its salaries. And as a project manager, see, I can work as a data scientist. See, I can work as a data analyst or a business analyst, and I can become a project manager. Okay. Or I can take up the technical roles like this here, or I can become the project manager. Basically, after having some experience, and in working as a data analyst, for example, you are working as a data analyst for 2 or 3 years, you took the senior roles, then you will be eligible to become a data science project manager. Basically, at least you should be able to handle some projects. You should be able to, understand the concept methodologies called agile, Scrum. Okay, so there is something called as Microsoft TDS. Okay, so basically, you need to understand all these concepts. If you want to if you want to enter into the project management sector. For example, some employees, already having 10 years of experience in a non-IT domain, they can directly get into this project management. Okay. So focusing on how they implement the projects and all, basically. Okay. So, so this is about a brief discussion on how you can take as a data scientist different roles. Okay. It all up to you. And even I have seen in my life, many non-IT guys, even they are entering into technical field, they're developing machine learning algorithms. Some non-IT people, technical people, they are business analysts also. It depends upon your taste. Okay, fine. So now, basically, the same thing I told you, right? So basically, I can say, if you see 3 years back, okay. So if you see 3 years back, you are called as a data analyst. Okay, see, data analyst. See, basically, what is this data analyst? The name itself is telling data analyst. You will be able to analyze the data. Okay, fine. So suppose if you are able to analyze the data, okay, you are called as a data analyst. Okay. Now, what is data science? The process of analyzing the data is called data science. Now, can you tell data science is nothing but data analysis, right? So you are called as a, even though you are doing this data analyst course, you will be called as a data scientist only in the industry. There is no separate designation called data analyst. Okay. Yes, there is separate designation called data analyst, but however, most of the industries will consider you as a data scientist only, because the first work, the preliminary work of the data scientist is this. It is an entry level positions, okay, for the data scientist. So after working for 1 or 2 years, if you love to become, if you want to be in a data science, data analyst position itself, happily you can, climb your ladder, because data analyst itself is a big ocean again. Okay, that I'm going to discuss how to develop your career as a data analyst in a non-IT field. Okay, so basically, data analyst is nothing but, he is a guy who is used to analyze the data. Okay, he is a guy who is to predict the data. Basically, why to analyze the data? I want to predict the data. For example, I'm working as a data analyst in the Flipkart. Okay, so I want to predict my sales of the products. Okay, so what I will do, I will extract the data from the Flipkart. okay, by using some technologies called web scraping. So here we'll teach you what is web scraping, how can you, scrap the data. Scrapping means collecting the data from the different, web applications, okay. So our competitor websites, basically Flipkart, who is a competitor for Flipkart? Amazon. Okay, so basically what Flipkart will do, it will scrap the data from Amazon. Okay, it will start, it will collect the data of products like pricing, images, quality. So then it start comparing, then it will take some decisions. So, how to, develop a product still better than Amazon, so that how I can easily satisfy my clients. Okay, so this is how data analyst will help the companies in order to take the proper decisions and improve the business process. Okay, so a very clear cut, you should be able to understand that there is no difference between data scientist and data analyst. Both are same, but data analyst is one of the role, okay, given to data scientist. Okay, as I told you, right? So as a data scientist, you can take a role of data analyst or business analyst or machine learning engineer or deep learning engineer based on your background experience, based on your career path. Okay, fine. So you do not get confused, whether what is a data analyst or business analyst or data scientist. Okay, everything is same basically. Okay, but there is some difference between data analyst and business analyst, that also I'm going to teach you. Yeah. So this is about brief discussion of different roles given to data scientist. Fine. So now, what is data analyst? Basically, what is data analytics? So first of all, you should understand what is data analytics. Before understanding what is data analytics, you should be able to understand what is data set. Okay. See, why you should be able to understand what is data set? Because it has been inevitably, you take any business, you take communication business, you take sports business, you take what you call healthcare, retail, you take finance. Every industry is having some huge amount of data. Yes or no? Okay, so this data needs to be analyzed properly. Okay, so that is the reason why we call the data as a data set. For example, I'll show you one example. Okay, so you are able to see some kind of data here, right? Okay, so what kind of data you are able? So this data is represented in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so rows and columns. So what is this column? It is country, salesperson name, order date, order ID, units, and order amount. Okay, so so as soon as you see this data, what you are able to understand, it is something like sales data. It is giving information on sales. Yes or no? So if data set is nothing but collection of data or representation of the data in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so that is, it is providing some meaningful information to the end user. Okay, so that is called as a data set. Okay, as a data analyst, the first job of data analyst is, collecting the data set, collecting the data set. So how to collect this data set, that itself is an art. Okay, so we'll be taking n number of classes on this in the regular classes. We use web scraping technologies, and we without any writing coding, how to collect the data set. Okay, so basically we call this data set as a raw data set, because see, why we call this as a data set, as a raw data set, because this is the first data that is collected from the applications. For example, you take Swiggy. Okay, suppose if I scrap the data from Swiggy application, the sales data of the Swiggy, okay, this data set I'm calling it as a raw data set, because this is the first data, okay, I collected from the Swiggy, and whatever the data that is entered, it is entered by the sales managers. Okay, obviously human interference is there, so obviously a lot of irregularities will be there. Unstructured data, this is not a clean data. Okay, unstructured data. Okay, so basically the raw data is called as unstructured data. So as a data analyst, okay, not only, it is not only our responsibility to collect the raw data. Okay, we need to convert this unstructured data to the structured data. Okay, that is clean the data basically. So that's called data cleaning process. So the first step of data analyst is so just I'll go to the slide. See here, the first step of data analyst is collecting the data. So what kind of data? It is unstructured data. Okay, what is meant by unstructured or irregularity of the data? So I'll show you one example here. Okay, so What is by unstructured data? Just, it is a matter of 2 minutes. I'll show you what is this unstructured data. Okay. See, for example, yeah. So this is the data, what this company Apshala got collected, from the LinkedIn source. Okay. See, for example, if you see here the degree column, okay, the degree column. See, some students they have entered, BSc as BSc Food Service Management, and this student has entered simply like BSc. Okay, fine. So, and are you able to find any like BSc again here? Okay, so see here, this student has entered, it has BSc IT. Okay, now what is happening here? And see here, coming to BE, Bachelor of Engineering, this student has entered at a Bachelor of Engineering. This student has entered as Electrical Engineering. Okay, so both are same, yes or no? Some students they would have entered as BE. See here, Bachelor of Engineering. Okay, so some students they have entered as BE. See, bachelor's degree. See here, bachelor degree. So basically, for the human being, all these degrees are same, yes or no? So we call it the Bachelor of Engineering. But because of structural difference, see here it is entered it as a Bachelor of Engineering in the brackets B. Here you are telling it is Electrical Engineering. Because of structural difference, you know what machine will think when you supply this data to machine, it will think as two different data. Okay, this is called as irregularity in the data. So as a data analyst, you should be able to analyze this irregularity. Okay, then you should be able to clean this data. Okay, so basically, this is the first work of data analyst. For example, if you are from travel industry, so or if you're from finance industry, for example, if you take from travel industry, you get an opportunity to work in Ola. Okay, so Uber as a data scientist. So lot of data is being generated right in the Ola Uber. Okay, so you book the cab, you use some information. When you are giving information, lot of mistakes you'll do. But Ola Uber, it will accept. Okay, so what are the data you are collected? It contains lot of irregularities, unfamiliar, things will be there. So that is called as unstructured data. So as a data analyst, your work will be cleaning the data. Okay, so then once we clean the data, we store the data in something called as data warehouse. So once we store the data, we analyze this data with the help of different tools. Okay, so why we analyze the data in order to take some predictions. For example, you are working in Ola. Okay, so you take the Ola data of the Ola sales data. Then okay, so assume that this is a sales data of the Ola company. Okay, so you collected this data in this file. Okay, then what you are doing, you are cleaning this data. Okay, then you are analyzing the data. Okay, in order to predict or in order to come to the decisions that okay, I want just report which sales manager is doing perfect job here. Okay, who is the sales manager generating huge revenue? Okay, in the month of January 2021. Okay, so this decisions I'm able to make with the help of analytics. That is the reason why we call it as a data analyst. Analyst means doing some analysis purpose. You will be doing some analytics. Okay, so we have four types of analytics basically. So we have predictive, descriptive analytics, predictive analytics. Okay, in itself is a big topic in data science. Okay, see, we have descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, prospective analytics. Okay, the day to day, every day, the life of the work of data analyst or data scientist is to perform these four analytics. Okay, in itself it will take 1 or 2 days of class to explain what are the different types of analytics. For example, in simple way, I'll tell you. I told you like you are working in a Ola, right? Ola wants to what you call do some competition analysis. Okay, so Ola wants to do some competition analysis. Okay, then basically it also wants to predict its sales in the 2025. So 2024 the sales is around $2 billion. What will be the sales of Ola for 2025? How it will do with the help of predictive analytics. Basically, predictive analytics will tell what will be the sales of the Ola in the next year. Okay, so basically these are the different kinds of analytics which will be performed by the data analyst or a data science in his day-to-day life. Okay, so this is the basically work of data analyst or a data scientist. Okay, in any company, whatever. For example, if you are working in financial sector, you will be handling the financial data. If you are working in a healthcare sector, you will be having the will be having healthcare. If you are working in transportation industry, travel industry, you are working in Ola. That's it. Okay. So, but every industry is having data. Okay. So, and the work of data analyst is this. Okay. Fine. So, I hope you are able to understand what is in a brief. What is the work of data analyst? What is data analytics? What is the day-to-day work of data analyst, okay, or a data scientist? What is raw data? Okay, so these are what is data collection. These are very, very important. So, for example, basically, I want to extract the raw data of the Amazon. Yes, we can do. But however, there are some sources, easily available sources. For example, take Kaggle. Okay, so you take this. I want to get the data of the COVID. So immediately I can't get, right. But however, we have some sources. For example, you can get it to Tableau, or you can get to Kaggle. Okay, just I'm clicking on this Kaggle. Kaggle is one of the best resource to learn or something, to get some idea. See here. So there are n number of data sets. Click on data sets. There are n number of data sets. You want a data set of Amazon sales data set. Just you can type sales data set. Okay. Just it will give you Amazon sales data set. See here. See here. So you can just click on this Amazon sales products data sets. Okay, so and you can get into the things. So you want something called as a retail, what do you call it? See here, Tata Motors stock prices. These are all COVID. So click on this COVID in Colombia about data set. So if you are see here how this is the how data set will be there. See here. Okay, so how it is represented in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so you have these are the columns of the COVID data set. Okay, so there will be a lot of irregularities in this where you need to clean the data, extract the data, okay, clean the data. See, these are all ready-made available data sets. You didn't extract it basically. Okay, but in the real-time situation, when you go to any company like Ola or any company, when you work as a data analyst, they will ask you to extract data from Ola app. So at that time, you should know what is web scraping. Here, we'll teach you practicality, how to get into Ola app and get the data from the Ola app. So obviously, it is like hands-on. Okay, we won't teach something it's not there in industry. Already it's there in industry. We'll be teaching you. So suppose if you want to download this, you can download, click on download. It will be downloaded in the Excel file. Okay, it will ask you to sign in and you can sign in and download in the Excel file. So like this, basically what happens, you have lot of, data sets with the help of Kaggle. Okay, similarly, Tableau is one of the, data visualization tool which is used to generate some reports. It is an easy tool. Okay, where you can find a number of data sets. Okay, fine, you can explore. So basically now let us explain. I don't want to get into more technical details now. So let me explain in detail. Basically what is the role of how can you develop your career? Okay, so as a data analyst basically. Okay, so before that, yeah, first I want to uh, discuss about this. Before that, I want to discuss about what is the difference between data analyst and the business analyst. See, both belongs to data science fields. Okay, a data analyst is also called as a data scientist. A business analyst is also called as a data scientist. Okay, but but at what under which circumstances you will be called as a data analyst? Under which circumstances you will be called as a business analyst? This should be you should be able to understand. See, basically both deals with data. Okay, data analyst work with data. Okay, so business analyst also work with data. Okay, but data analyst, basically he work more technically. He work independently basically. Okay, he collect the data. He what do you call that? He clean the data. Okay, so he will generate the analytical reports. Okay, fine. So he will what do you call at high level he will be managing the project as a project manager. Okay, so with the help of project management technologies. So all these works will be done by the data analyst. But business analyst is a very smart guy. Okay, he will deal with business data that is being supplied by the data analyst. He depend on data analyst basically. He will also do the works of data analyst, but he will be coordinating with n number of departments in the industry. Okay, then he'll be taking some business decisions and coordinating with the CEOs. So this is how business analyst is somewhat different than data analyst. Okay, so he is more into managing level, he is more into technical level. That's it. Okay, so but both belongs to data science only. Fine. So this is about so regarding the career as a data science, as I told you, you will be called as an analyst. Okay, in the 3 years now, no more you are called as an analyst. You are called as a data scientist. You can become a senior data scientist. You can become a lead data scientist. If you want to get into technical, you can get into principal data scientist or chief data scientist or data science. If you want to get into functional, okay, so you can focus into data science, something called as data science project management in depth. Then get into data science manager, director of data science, director of vice president of data science. This is how you can build your career. So as you go on building your career, your salary will be ranging. For example, if you are a fresher, fresher salary starts from, it depends on the company, 4 lakhs till, 20 lakhs. I'm talking about fresher salary without any experience. Why 4 lakhs to 20 lakhs? For example, some companies like Musigma, they are offering 20 lakhs for the freshers. Some companies like Infosys, they are offering 4 lakhs for the freshers. It all depends on the company, okay, for the freshers and the performance in the interview. Okay, for example, already you are a working experienced guy. Okay, for example, you are working in a travel industry or a healthcare industry, getting 10 lakhs of package. Okay, so it is easily, you can easily correlate your previous experience with the current experience. Okay, then easily you can demand better salary, than this. Okay, for example, you are getting 10 lakhs, you can demand up to 15 to 20 lakhs as per the market standards. Okay, so but as per the market standards itself, the data scientist or the data analyst, salaries will fluctuate in somewhere between 6 lakhs to, I'm talking about fresher, to the highly experienced, even for the data scientist, even 1 CR. Okay, so this is the salaries what they are offering in the industry. Okay, even there are some candidates, they are getting 1 CR per annum. Okay, for the data scientist or data analyst. Okay, so now basically before we getting into this, even I want to discuss about the career path of data analyst. See, data analyst, I told you that is one of the role that has been taken by the data scientist. Okay, so what is the career path of data analyst? Okay, that we need to discuss here. Okay, so we have discussed as a data scientist. Okay, now we need to discuss a data. See, as a data scientist, it can be data analyst, business analyst, or ML engineer, deep learning engineer, or it can be Gen AI developer. Okay, any role. But if you choose your career as a data analyst only, okay, so how you can develop your career? So this is how. See here, if you see this slide, okay, just I will uh, just I'll make it as big so that you can see very easily. Yeah. So if you see this slide will explain you how can you increase your ladder, career path, in as a data analyst. Suppose if you choose the field of data analyst in data science. So initially, for example, you can join as a junior data analyst. Okay. Okay. Then you can get into senior data analyst. So nowadays, if you have already experience with a non-IT field, for example, as I told you, you were working in a travel industry, okay, or healthcare, okay, or finance, and you have around 5 to 10 years of experience. Okay, so basically this is called as domain experience. Okay, we call it as a domain expertise. This domain experience is very, very, very important for data science. Okay, so n number of companies, they are highly, you people are in highly demand with n number of companies. Okay, that is the reason, because domain experience can only be learned by the experience, by doing the work. You cannot learn in the books, right? Okay, so that is, for example, if you are from financial domain experience, okay, obviously you can understand what is risk analysis, credit analysis, that I can't understand. So, for example, if you're from travel industry, there is some terminologies in traveling industry. You can only understand the data of the traveling industry. So that is the reason why domain knowledge is very, very important for data analyst or the data scientist. Okay, so suppose if you are already experienced guy having some 10 lakhs package, directly you can get into senior roles as a senior data analyst. The maximum salary what it is offered is around 18 to 20 lakhs per annum. Okay, so now you get into different grades as you go on, increasing your career. You get into different grades. Okay, so you work as a senior data analyst directly, then data analyst manager, data analyst lead, senior manager of data, principal data analyst, assistant director of data analytics, director of data analyst. Okay, where the salary package will be around 50 lakhs per annum. Okay, so just compared to data science, for example, the same thing, if you take the role of NLP engineer, okay, the salary will be around 1 CR. Okay, or generative AI, it's very, very high. But these are very technical roles. Technical roles, okay, unless or until you are from IT background, okay, it's very difficult to understand these roles. But here, what is happening, you can, as a non-technical guy, you can enter into this field, okay, till 50 lakhs. Okay, it all again depends upon the company, the project, the roles you play around, and the previous salary. Okay, so suddenly from 10 lakhs, you can't demand 50 lakhs. Okay, they will offer to you. So basically, yes, you can negotiate till 20 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Okay, so it depends upon the company also. Yeah. So this is how you can develop your career as a data analyst. Okay, suppose if you choose functional domain. Okay, so suppose if you choose technical domain as a general, this is how you can develop your career as a data scientist. Okay, so now you understood clearly what is a data, what is my data science, what is my data analyst. Okay, what are the different roles of data scientist. Okay, so basically what is the day-to-day work of data analyst. Okay, so and how can you become a data analyst or a business analyst, what is the difference between data and business analyst. Okay, so so all these things you understood very clearly. Okay, so now basically this is something called as a data science lifecycle process. Basically, as a data analyst, what I do here in the everyday, day-to-day life, I capture the data, I maintain the data, then I process it, then analyze it, then communicate it. So basically, this is a technical work of the data analyst. Okay, there is another side of something called as managerial work or data science project management that I'm going to discuss soon. Now, yeah. So, now, as I told you, as a data analyst, even though you are from functional domain, you should be able to understand what is machine learning. Basically, you should be able to understand what are the different types of machine learning. Okay, then what is artificial intelligence, what is NLP. Okay, so what is deep learning. Okay, so what is generative AI. So basically, you should be able to understand all these things also, in not in depth but in brief, basically. Okay, so apart from that, so nowadays, see, there is something called as generative AI. Okay, where we call even as a prompt engineering. Okay, so there are a lot of applications of generative AI. Okay, so in data analytics. Okay, so for example, if you choose as a data analytics as your career, okay, so you'll get a chance to implement this generative AI. Okay, so in your analytics part. Okay, so how to implement, for example, ChatGPT. Okay, in your generative AIs, how to implement basically this generative AI in your analytics. A very, very hot topic now. Basically in Apshala, so we teach you generative AI concepts, for data analytics and both for data scientists also. But for data scientists, they'll be working as a generative AI developers. But for data analytics, they will be using, they'll be having knowledge like how to use these tools like ChatGPT and all in order to perform their day-to-day activities or analytical works. Okay, fine. So we have a separate syllabus for that. Let me show that. Let me get into our website and show something for you. Okay, so basically, okay, so yes. See, for example, if you see here, we have two tracks in Apshala. So one is data analytics track. So this is the data analytics track. This course is designed only for non-IT audience. So please see here, this is crafted for non-IT audience. If you are from non-IT background or from non-IT experience, this course is for you. So basically, we'll focus more on data analytics part here. Okay, I told you it's the first stage of data science. Okay, data, you are also called as the data analyst, but it's the first stage of data science where we focus on statistic analysis. We'll teach you Excel, data analytics overview. I told you, right, what is data analytics, what are the different data of data analytics, how to extract the data, what is depth scraping and all these things. Then we'll teach you on SQL. Basically, SQL is a structured, we call it a structured query language, which is a very simple language, easy to understand how to extract the data from the data. Then we train you on Tableau. These are all analytical tools. I told you, right? So as a work of data analyst, not only your duty is to extract the data, clean the data. Your duty is to generate some reports, analyze some reports, basically. Okay. So we have a number of tools where you can generate some dashboards and reports with the help of powerful data visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI. Okay, these are very, very important. You have a number of job opportunities in these fields also. Fine. So as soon as here in Apshala, if you finish this Tableau and Power BI, immediately you'll be starting getting a job. So now basically we'll teach you Python basics. See, please see here, only we'll teach you Python basics. We won't go in depth basically. Okay. Why? Because there is no meaning in teaching you huge amount of Python concepts, because you are not a machine learning engineer basically. Okay, you are not. Your vision is not to develop machine learning algorithms, but your vision is to analyze something, with the help of data what you collected. Okay, and generate the report. So, and we'll teach you something, machine learning for data analyst. Okay, there is something called as machine learning for data analyst, where we'll teach you not in depth, but you should just will brief you the idea. Okay, there is no requirement of in-depth of machine learning. Similarly, machine learning. Now, this is very important. Data analysis and ChatGPT. This is called generative AI. Okay, so this is very, very important nowadays. Okay, so how to understanding the data analytics and ChatGPT. How ChatGPT is used in data analyst. So nowadays, most of the data analysts will be using this ChatGPT in order to automate their work. Okay, so this is how you get a lot of see here ChatGPT in industry specific data analytics. Okay, healthcare and medical data analysis. Suppose if you are working for the travel industry, how you use ChatGPT, okay, how you use this generative AI, in order to perform the data analysis. This is where most advanced concepts we teach you as a data analyst. Now coming to this, basically, there is second version. Basically, I can say second flavor of data scientist is applied data science and generative AI. This course is for both IT field and non-IT also. So only that it is divided into different phases. Okay, so so basically, for example, for the first phase, see here, see the syllabus basically. Okay, so they will train you in the this is the syllabus basically. Okay, so basically, so this is the syllabus. They train you on machine learning expert. Okay, so here, see here, the first preference is given for machine learning. Here you'll become as a machine learning expert. Okay, the outcome is machine learning expert. It is designed for the data scientist. Basically, data scientist is itself is a machine learning expert. Similarly, here data science project management. This is very, very important. This will teach for data analytics also. So where we'll teach what is agile data science, what is Scrum data science. Okay, so what is data science methodology? What is Microsoft TDPS? It is one of the agile methodology which will be implemented in order to do the projects in data science. What is plan development, data science project report? How to develop a project report? How to write the project report? How to develop the content? All these are very, very important in the data science project management. Okay, so we will teach this for both analytical part and for data scientist part. Okay, so this is very, very important. If you want to get into your data science project management as a career, you can go and lead the teams directly, or you will be getting confidence on how to basically get into the project. Okay, or deploy the project. So see here, then NLP expert, then deep learning expert, generative AI. So it is having, see, NLP is again vast syllabus we'll be teaching. Okay, so you'll become an NLP expert basically. So deep learning expert. Okay, so generative AI developer. So see here, generative AI, it's a developer basically, technicality. Now this is very important, like AI enhanced data analysis with ChatGPT. Very, very important. See, here we'll teach you basically, data analysis and ChatGPT, data collections, basically how ChatGPT is used in different phases of data analysis. Okay, so this is how you'll be getting trained, from the basics. Okay, in this Upshala. So as I told you, this is something important like data science project management or AI project management. So where you will be as a project manager, see, if you have some 10 years of experience in your domain, okay, directly you can get into this AI project management, by getting into this data science project management. Okay, but however, as a project manager, you will be dealing with n number of data scientists or data analysts. Yes or no? Suppose if you don't know what is machine learning, they laugh at you. That is the reason why you must understand, what is machine learning, what is deep learning. You should also be able to understand what is NLP, okay, data analytics part. So at a minimal language, you not be an expert, but when you are doing with the project, dealing with the project, because you are dealing with n number of stakeholders, yes or no? So you should be able to understand all these technologies before getting into the project management. So basically, he will bridge the gap between the technical expertise of AI professionals and strategic goals of the organization. You have, for every organization, there are some strategic goals. Okay, so how to bridge the this technical expertise and the strategic gap between the strategic goals of the organization. This is your work as a project manager. Okay, so you can develop as a project manager also directly. Fine. So basically, here you'll be understanding what is agile, what is Scrum. So agile basically, you'll be discussing about data science life cycle. Okay, so as a project manager, so this is how what is called agile project management, where you divide the entire data analytics project or data science project to different phases. Okay, so it will start from planning phase, design phase, developer phase, test phase, deployment, review phase, launch phase. So all these basically we call it as agile project management. Okay, we call it as agile project management. So in Scrum, basically, what is this Scrum project management? Basically, you'll be working under a manager, where your manager will be asking you to what you called learn some tools. Okay, so he'll be conducting some meetings. Okay, so he'll be conducting some peer reviews. Okay, so he'll be setting you some different goals, and he will be giving some assignments for you or roles for you to do this. So this is called as Scrum. This is nothing but methodology. Basically, what is your approach in doing the projects? Okay, so how you do the project, whether you break down the complete project into different phases, or you break down, you conduct some meeting with the teams and use some tools. What is your approach basically? So this is called as methodology in the project management, which will be training you in depth, once you finish the project. Okay, so when you're doing the project basically. Okay, so and I told you, right, these are all technical concepts. What is web scraping? These are all technical concepts which will be dealt by the data analyst or the data scientist in the day-to-day life. Okay, so he'll be extracting the data from different websites, how to extract. Okay, so all these things we'll be discussing in the classes. Okay, so this is a tool which is used to do the web scraping. Okay, which is used to do the scrapping. So you'll be having some Python also. Okay, so basically, this is the brief discussion on what is data analytics. Basically, what is the difference between data analytics and data science? Okay, there is no difference, both are same. Okay, data science is the ocean. As I told you, it's an ocean. It can take n number of what you call positions. Basically, as a data scientist, I can work as a data scientist, I can work as a data analyst or business analyst, okay, or machine learning engineer. Okay, what machine learning engineer will do? He will develop a number of machine learning models, pure technical. Okay, then deep learning engineer, for example, you take Tesla car. Okay, so Tesla car is implemented, with the help of deep learning technology only. It is also pure coding. So then NLP engineer, example Alexa. Alexa, natural language processing. It will understand your human voice and it will reciprocate. So then generative AI. Okay, generative AI is also something called as it's the latest technology where it will take human being text inputs and generates like human being outputs. Okay, so all these different roles will be handled by the data scientist itself. Don't get confused. Okay, so only you need to decide to which role you are fit into. Okay, suppose if you are not good in coding, I advise not to go as a machine learning or deep learning or generative AI. Please get into the data analyst part. Okay, this is a beautiful career for you, for the non-technical guys. Okay, so basically in the outside world, in the 99% edutech industries in India, okay, they are not differentiating data analyst and data scientist. Even they are encouraging non-IT students also to become a data scientist unknowingly. Because see, I'll tell you, if you are from BCom background, or MBA background, it's very difficult to write a code in machine learning. But most of the training institute, they won't tell you this. Okay, finally you will join the course, you will get disturbed basically. Okay, but here we are not like that. Basically, we'll guide you in the right way. Suppose if you want to get into data analytics, okay, or if you are from non-IT background, immediately we'll suggest, please get into the data analytics. For example, data analytics career path is 6 months of course. Okay, so in these 6 months, what happens now? 3 months will train you on the concepts basically. Okay, then fourth month will start placements. Fourth month, so within 6 months you get placed. Okay, so basically this is a time period. Within 3 to 6 months you get placed as a data analyst. Okay, so okay, and if you want to get into what you call data science also, we'll start from machine learning. So we don't want to get into data analytics initially. We'll start from machine learning. We'll place you as a machine learning engineer. Okay, within 3 months. So then you can develop your career as a deep learning. It's up to you. Okay, in the future. So this is how you need to develop a career as a data analyst or a data what do you call it, a scientist. Okay, so yeah, so this is, I think, hope you got a very clear idea on how to develop your career as a data analyst or a data scientist, and what roles you should take. Okay, and what we teach, what is the syllabus, and what is the duration of the courses, and so all these things you are very clear. Okay, what is the salaries of data, trends in data analyst. Okay, So what are the job openings? You have lakhs of job openings for data analyst, because without data, you cannot perform day-to-day life. Okay. So this is the for class today. Yes. If you have any queries, you can unmute yourself now. You can ask me. Yeah. So now Naveen Kumar is asking, hi sir, I done with my data science. I'm looking only generative. Yes, Naveen, we train you on generative AI also. Okay, we are the only institution who are teaching generative AI in depth. Okay, so in depth, I can say in depth. Okay, so we are going to start one batch on generative AI also soon. Okay, so I'll be sharing you what you call with the help of the admission team the syllabus of generative AI. See, what are the generative AI here? You are able to see this. Basically, so this generative AI, it is a basics basically. But if you want only generative AI part, there is a huge syllabus. There is a huge syllabus for only generative AI part. Okay, recently I shared this to Mr. Syed Rehan. He is one of the students. So let me get into this. Yeah. So see here. Okay. So yeah, this is a I will open the basically brochure of this is the course content what we teach for generative AI. It's a 4 months of program. It's a 4 months of program. So where industry experts will come and teach you. So what is the introduction to generative AI? What is LLMs? What is we'll teach you neural network fundamentals. We'll teach you NLP fundamentals, TensorFlow and PyTorch. Okay, deep dive in generative models. So these are all we'll be teaching you basically advanced concept. Okay, to become generative AI developer itself, it will take you 4 months. But you should be expert in, you should be at least having good knowledge in NLP and machine learning or deep learning frameworks. Then only you can get into the generative AI. There is a lot of demand for generative AI, Naveed. Yeah. So what I can do, I'll share you this, for you. So even I'll share you one of the demo class what already we conducted. Okay. So you can go to the YouTube. Okay. So I think already we uploaded in YouTube. Okay. So YouTube of Pathshala. So yeah. So yeah. So you can get into these videos. Okay. So about generative AI. So yeah, see here. You are able to see generative AI explained in depth. You can go through this. Okay. So basically, we explained what is generative AI, right? Okay. So first of the thing that we need to understand. So I can share this in your chat window. You can go through this. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So I have a question with. Hope I answered your question, Mr. Naveen Kumar. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be telling Mr. Samir to connect with you because we are getting into one batch of generative AI soon. Within a week we are going to start the batch. Okay. Fine. So Meenakshi Diwan. Yeah. Hello, sir. Data analytics. So what's the approach? Yes. So hi Meenakshi. As I told you, data analytics. Yeah. Let me open this part. Okay. See, uh, whatever you are seeing here, right? Basically, data analytics as a data analyst. Okay, so you will be able to do some analytical works. Okay, for example, if you are from travel industry or finance industry, you'll be focusing on financial data. Okay, you will be focusing on generating what you call reports, day-to-day reports, and analyzing these reports. Okay, for this, to work as a data analyst, whatever the syllabus we have given, it is more than enough. Okay, so we can finish this within 3 months. Okay, now regarding generative AI, we'll be teaching generative AI, how to use this generative AI in data analytics. Okay, so you can find the syllabus in data science, applied data science, as a sixth module, if I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah, sixth module. Okay, this is the sixth module. So enhanced data analysis with ChatGPT. See where here, basically, we'll be discussing the data analysis. How ChatGPT or generative AI can be leveraged in order to assist data interpretation, report generation. How it will assist the data analyst to carry the day-to-day life. So who are the target audience? Data analysts are the target audience. So after finishing this program, basically after completing data analytics program, okay, we'll be taking some sessions on this AI enabled Gen AI enabled data analytics. Okay, so we'll be helping you like how to use ChatGPT for data analysis. See here, so we have something called as data analysis with ChatGPT. Okay, So I'll explain you best way now. It is the right time for me. Okay. See, just I have something called as a tool called Accu. Okay. So this is nothing but it's a generative AI tool. Okay. See what we do here basically we have something called as projects. Okay. See already there are a number of data sets here which is there. Basically it is collected by someone and it is collected here. So but I want to already downloaded some data. Okay. As a data analyst, I downloaded some data from website from LinkedIn and all. What I'll do, I'll upload this data here. Okay. So click here, I'll upload this data, click on table. So what I'll do, click on upload data set. Okay. So, okay. So now I'm uploading already, for example, Apshala LinkedIn data. Just I'll uploading this. Okay. Click on upload. See here, the data is getting uploaded here. This is a Accu is a tool. Okay. Best tool. It is used for data analytics purpose. And it will operate on generative AI models. Okay. Where it is the most important tool used by most of the data analytics and business analytics. See here, whatever the data it is there, it is uploaded. Okay. So this is the data what we collected from the LinkedIn website. I uploaded into this tool. Now I can assume that this data is very clean. Okay. So no need of processing the data. Now I want to generate some reports. Okay. What kind of reports I want to generate, So, I will not use any Tableau. I will not use any what you call the Power BI, nothing. Okay. With the help of this tool itself, or with the help of generative AI or ChatGPT technology itself, which is integrated here, a data analyst can generate the reports. Okay. So what kind of reports I need? For example, I have something called as, yeah. So I need, here we have a state, we have degrees. Okay. So yes. See, I want to know, just I want to know, yeah, there is something called as, free demo class. There is something called as true, false, and all. Okay, that is whether a student can will attend a demo class or he is not interested or he is not interested. See, basically, I want to know how many students. Basically, I want to draw a graph, or I want to know how many students are are attending the demo or not attending the demo. So basically, I want to know that. Or here, I want to know how many students are degree with BSc. Okay, BSc or BTech. Okay, Bachelor of Engineering or Bachelor of Computer Science. So as a data analyst, just what I'll do, I'll use some tools and all. I'll go here. But here, just click on Explore. Okay. So there is something called as Chat Explore. See here, it's like your Chat GPT or it's like a Google. Yes or no? So this is called generative AI technology or prompt engineering technology. You'll be giving some prompts. Basically, I will write something in the English, my own language. Okay. Even which is not understandable by this. Okay. It will convert into its language basically. So I'll write, display the get the list of uh, get the list of uh, students. Okay, students with BSc degree, BSc degree. Okay, so I'll hit enter. We'll see what happens. See, it will add this, whatever the query I'm giving, it will add on this data what we have, generated. Now it is telling it is BSc. There is no something called as BSc degree because there is no word. So I will suggest the data. So basically, I will ask some questions again. See, so do you have any data suggestions? Yeah. So basically, what is the average age of leads? Okay. So even I can ask the question like this: what is the average age of leads? Okay. So now see here. It is generating some instructions via LLM. LLM is nothing but is one of the machine learning modeling basically used by generative AI. Okay. So it is generating a report for us. I'm not using any code. I'm not using any scripting language. Okay. So without using any scripting language, just I'm able to generate the report. Okay. So yeah. So it is it is executing the instruction against the data set. Okay. So soon it will generate some report. So executing, still it is executing, categorizing. Yeah. So lot of complex, instructions will be generated by this, tool, and it will generate the report for us. Okay. So you do not You need not write any. So now it got, see, the average age of the lead is 0. Okay, so it has given the result for us. Now for your easy understanding, still I can what do you call it, just I will take another data set, okay, for your easy understanding. Okay, so get into this, create a new project. Okay, so upload, see, already some data is there. Just you can upload this what do you call sales data or employee iteration data. Yeah, I'm uploading this employee iteration data. Okay, so yes, the data has been uploaded. Now I want to generate some report. Okay, so what kind of report I will generate? Okay, so so work location, yeah. So I want to know uh, what is the, what is the average, basically, some people, uh, they are preferring office location, some people they are preferring remote location. Okay, so just I want to know, basically, I want to analyze, how many employees, they are preferring for office location. Okay, so basically I can go to explore. Okay, so just click on, there are n number of, it is also, see here, can you draw, basically, histogram of training hours. Okay, just see here, it will draw a histogram. It is one of the chart, of number of training hours, where you can take some decisions. Okay, fine. So it is generating the report for us. See here. So this is the report, what it has been generated automatically without writing any instruction. I don't know what is SQL. I don't know what is called Python, all these things. Okay. So I want to, can you click on, if you click on show approach, just it will show you in what approach it has, generated this. See here, it has written something called as SQL query in structured query language. Okay. But I don't know what is SQL, right? I did not know about this. Okay. As a data analyst. So this is what generative AI or ChatGPT, leveraging the concepts of, or utilizing the concepts of, or advantages of generative AI and ChatGPT in the data analytics. As a data analyst, by using this generative AI or ChatGPT, I did not write any code. Whatever I need to focus only on my data, how to extract data, how to clean the data, then straight away ask the questions, whatever you want, for your business. Okay, generate the reports by asking the question for this. It will generate the report for you, and you can save, you can download this report and save this report. Okay, fine. Okay, so or you can save this report also. Okay, so this is the report. Fine. So you can add to this dashboard. Click on dashboard, a dashboard will be created. So this is your dashboard, with n number of charts. If you want share this dashboard, you can easily share and save also. Okay, so just I can share to my manager. I'll go to window, I can share to my manager. So this is how data analyst will be leveraging the concepts of data, generative AI and ChatGPT. Okay, so this will train you. It's not so simple like what you are working now. Okay, it is having some complexity. Don't think that it's very simple. So there are a lot of things where we need to train here. A number of things will be there. Okay, but just for your understanding, I'm explaining. Yeah. So I have another question with Meenakshi. So basically, we would be taught tools and used for, yes, 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 we'll be training you on tools. If you choose a career path as a data analyst, 99% you'll be working only on tools. Okay, you won't work on any coding. Okay, you don't have any coding. You not any code. The things, the tool itself will generate the code for you and it will do the work for you. Okay, it is very easy to learn. Yeah, data analytics is very easy to learn, and you can become a data analyst in no time. Within 3 or 4 months, you can get into the data analytics job. Yeah. Compared to machine learning, it is very easy. Yeah. Fine. So any questions, guys, so that I can clear? So regarding Naveen, one of our manager, Samir or Navya, they will be coming back to you. Okay. So regarding generative AI. So even you can go through the demo class. Already it has been taken by top industry experts. Okay, on generative AI. So what is generative AI? They would have explained everything. What is prompt engineering and all. So generative AI itself is a 4 months of program for you. Okay. So where you have lot of demand, a lot of salaries, even lot of international opportunities. Yep. Fine. Okay. So fine, guys. Yeah, any questions, guys? You can unmute yourself, or you can ask, or you can use, or you can use your what do you call it, chat window. So if you don't have any questions, we can wind it up. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Meenakshi, do you have any questions apart from this? Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fine, guys. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Okay. So meet you soon in the regular classes. Okay. So all the best then. Okay. See you. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.